This is a case that's raised eyebrows on both sides of the border, with two separate busts last year in the span of only a few months involving dozens of people found hiding in freight trains originating here in BC and winding up across the border in Washington state, where, according to court documents, US-based associates of Canadian smuggling operators pick up undocumented migrants and then help them on their way to destinations across the United States. So even as President-elect Donald Trump has been accusing Canada of lazy border security, a US man accused of meeting those migrants on the US side of the border entered a guilty plea to one count of conspiring to transport them and to help them remain illegally in the United States. Jesus Ortiz-Plata admitted to transporting at least 25 people in 7 separate smuggling incidents. According to court documents, he was actually identified after his phone number cropped up in a couple of human smuggling cases. So people who were being smuggled told border agents the number belonged to this guy known as Choi. And a number of people who were found hidden on, the freight trains last year claimed they were told Choi would take care of them on the US side of the border. U.S. authorities then mounted surveillance on Ortiz-Plata by connecting him to this number as he drove from his home in Oregon to the Washington side of the border, moving groups of people between hotels and residences. He was arrested in May with 3 undocumented migrants in his car. 2 of them were brothers from Honduras who told customs agents they paid $4,000 each to cross the border from Canada to Portland. They claimed they were then taken to the train station and told to hide in the voids in freight trains until they got to a stop where someone would meet them. The third came from India, and he said he flew to Toronto where someone from his village put him in touch with a fixer who was supposed to arrange for him to cross the border. He claimed he was dropped off at the border, not far from here again, and directed to walk across to a waiting vehicle. According to court records, Ortiz-Plata will be sentenced in February. His plea agreement says his sentence will not be more than 18 months. Jason Proctor, CBC News, Vancouver.